Hello guys, I'm Kiri, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about a very famous, beautiful French car which was in production from 1961 to 1977. Famous because back then won many rallies and was the first car designed for sport with very special materials. Renault Alpine A110 or just Alpine 110. The design of this beauty was made by Giovanni Michelotti, is Italian of course, and was sports car, two doors, rear engine, rear wheel drive. The engine were different from 1.1 to 1.6 liters. On the beginning, 1.1 and 1.3 liters from Renault 8 Gordini. Gordini was the sport versions of the Renault. And then 1.5 liters from Lotus. And on the end of the production 1.3 and 1.6 liters from Renault. The gearbox is 5-speed manual. The wheelbase of the car is 2 m 99 millimeters or later 2 m and 100 millimeters. The car is long 3 m 850 millimeters, is high 1 m 130 millimeters, and is wide 1 m 470 or later on with the wheel extenders 1 m 550 millimeters. The weight of the car is between 600 for the very early versions up to 707 kilograms for the late versions. The car is very light because the body is made from fiberglass with steel backbone chassis. Originally Alpine A110 was offered with 1.1 liter engine from the beginning, 1961, and how I said was from Renault 8 Gordini, so Gordini was the sport versions of Renault engines, and the power was 95 horsepower. Later on, Renault see the potential of this car as a sport racer and they bought Alpine. After that they named the car Renault Alpine. On the beginning was just Alpine, so it was separate brand from Renault, Alpine A110, and then when Renault bought Alpine they changed the name to Renault Alpine. Of course they updated the car with new suspensions, new tires, new engines and many different parts. During the 1960s, this car won many rallies in France and even in Europe. Then in 1970s as well, they won many different events around Europe. And this was enough to make the reputation of strong rally car. Notable performance included a victory in the Rally Monte Carlo 1971 with the Swedish driver Ove Andersson. Then, in 1973, the International Championship was replaced by the WRC World Rally Championship, and of course Renault was elected to compete with the same model Alpine A110. The same year they won Rally Monte Carlo, Rally of Portugal, Rally do Maroc, Acropolis Rally in Greece, Rally San Remo, Tour du Corse, and many others. So this was very successful rally car and today is highly appreciated by the car guys. And because this car was very famous back then, but on the same time very cheap, the car was produced not only in France, but in many different countries as well. Under license, for example in Mexico, was producing in Mexico from 1965 to 1974, in Spain from 1967 to 1978, and even in the communistic country Bulgaria from 1967 to 1969. For these 2 years, production time in Bulgaria they made between 80 and 100 cars in total. The name of the car was Bulgar Alpine. But in 1974, Lancia Stratos came and changed the rally sport completely. This car was built specially for rally, and of course Renault needed to step back. But because it was a very successful car, in the 2017 Renault introduced the new Renault Alpine, and I think it's gonna be very amazing car. But we have here today this beautiful example Renault Alpine A110 1300S. How I said before, there were different engines in this car during the production period. So in the beginning from 1963 to 1965 there was as well 1 liter engine from Renault 8 956 cc and just 55 horsepower. And then from 64 to 69 they put 1100 from Renault 8 engine, was 1108 cc, 66 horsepower. And then from 65 to 68 the 1.1 liter engine was from Renault 8 Gordini and was the same capacity, 1108 cc, but 95 horsepower. And then from 66 to 71 they tuned the Renault 8 Gordini engine, so they raised the capacity of the engine from 1.1 to 1.3, so 1296 cc, and the power went to 120 horsepower. And then from 67 to 71 they update one more time the engine, Renault 8 Gordini, so the power was 105 horsepower. And then 66, 68, 1.5 liter from Lotus, how I said, from Lotus Europe, 1470 cc, 82 horsepower. And then from 69, 70, from Renault 16, 1565 cc, 102 horsepower. And then from 70 to 76, 1.3 liter engine from Renault 12, 81 horsepower. And then 70, 73 again on the same time was 1.6 liter engine from Renault 16, 1565 cc, 138 horsepower. 73, 75 Renault 17 from Renault 17 engine, 1605 cc, 140 horsepower. And then from 74, 75 from Renault 17 TS engine, which is the same capacity, 1605 cc, 140 horsepower. And on the end of the production from 1976, 1977, 1.6 liter as well engine, but was a little bit different from Renault 16, again 1647 cc and 92 horsepower. Yeah, maybe you will notice that the power is not big, but the weight, how I said, is very, very, very small. So just 600, 700 kilograms. And of course 100, 140 horsepower is absolutely, absolutely enough. So guys, I hope you like the video about this beautiful, absolutely beautiful car, a Renault Alpine A110 from 1961. So if you like the video, please subscribe my channel and see you next time guys. Bye.